Good morning. How do you define pressure? I actually looked up the word pressure in the dictionary and I found several different definitions. Then I've got one of my own and hopefully you can relate to it. I found that pressure is defined as how much something is pushing on something else. The engineer in me loved the definition of force per area unit. Now, hopefully, you might identify that pressure being defined as to put pressure on someone or something in a difficult situation is actually trying to persuade or force someone to do something. Maybe that relates to you. The use of persuasion, influence, or intimidation, or to make someone do something is also a definition of pressure. Today I want to talk to you about how do you perform under pressure. I watched this wonderful basketball team recently, a state contender for a championship, and it all boiled down to just how they actually performed under pressure. This team was put on a platform that prior to this particular game, they had won their conference, they had won their sectionals, and now they were facing regionals. And not only were they facing regionals, but they were facing a team that, while that team may have been equal in size, their game IQ-ness was on a completely different level. In addition, the actual coach had depth from the bench. This wonderful team I watched, this team was facing a scenario that put a lot of pressure on them. And maybe just like the team, you might be faced with pressure at work, you might be faced with pressure on a test, you might be faced with pressure in whatever situation that you're in, but all in how you perform will determine the outcome. I'll go back to the story with the team. One young lady who wasn't utilized maybe in the best way because the coach may have coached favorably. This particular coach had their favorite 5 that they played, but by this time of the season, those players were tired. So this one particular player who wasn't overused was full and ready to go. I could tell during warm-up, this individual, this young lady, she didn't miss one shot. Her confidence was there. The manner in which she handled the ball proved and showed that she was prepared for the occasion at hand. When it came down to the game and the game started, this coach put out his favorite 5. Those favorite 5, they began to execute, and it was wonderful to see. But the opposing team, because they were in a deeper, or the coach had a deeper bench, was able to rotate out those players, and eventually the team that I came to see, they got behind. But this one particular player who wasn't necessarily used as much as the favorites, when that young lady hit the floor, she executed in such a way, she created turnovers that benefited the team. In addition, she made the only 3-point shot of the game. I'll tell you this, that young lady demonstrated the ability to operate under pressure. And here's what I want to share with you today. Regardless your situation, whatever pressure is coming your way, I want you to, number 1, stay focused. Number 2, think about the end. Finish strong with the end in mind. Whatever the distraction, if it's people, if it's naysayers, if there are things that are trying to throw you awry, fix your mind on the end result and stay focused on the goal. Those distractions are all part of the plan. If you can focus and have a focused finish, you will be stronger in the end. And I'll tell you, it's just like this. When you go into the gym, those weights are never designed to hurt you. But when you apply resistance, yes, baby, you build a muscle. And it's the same way in your endeavor. At this stage, well, again, have a wonderful, fantastic day.